Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And I don't know about you, but I get a lot of spam email. Things offer me a job. The one that got me the other day was all in German, and while I can read some German, I couldn't read it all, so I sent to my friend Paul, and he couldn't read it either. And he knows German. So, and there was one I got saying that they wanted me to work loading freight somewhere, and I had to lift 50 pounds. While I can lift 2 bags of cat litter, I'm not going to be able to do it on a sustained basis because of my back and my spine and my feet, my knees, my ankles, my hips. I'm going like, what the hell are you sending me this crap for? And those particular ones smack of the phony podcasting network. The context in writing style is very similar. But I got one today, and I get about 20 of those a day. I mean, a week or a month, I'm not sure. You may have won, or we are going to deposit money into your bank account. Now, this one got me because nowhere in the email did it mention my name. And it was supposedly coming from a deputy director of the FBI. And money had been deposited in an account in Citibank in Chicago. Now, I don't have an account at Citibank. And I was to contact this official at Citibank in Chicago. Why Chicago? I don't know, when Citibank is headquartered in New York. With my name, address, and phone number. Well, I don't give out my phone number in emails or on the net to anybody because people publish my phone number. But the line that got me, I had to laugh. I broke up laughing and couldn't stop for a couple of minutes. When down the bottom of the email, it says, there are numerous scam emails on the internet. I read that and broke up. Like, duh? I had no idea. And I'm thinking that maybe by inference they're trying to say, but they don't know how to say it, that those emails are scam emails, but not our scam email, excuse me. We're legit. And these things come from Nigeria. I watched a story on 60 Minutes where they tracked down a guy who was actually doing this. If you go to Nigeria and other countries in Africa, they have internet cafes. And every seat in there, nobody's drinking coffee. They're all in front of laptops or desktops. They're all PCs. No Macs doing this. And they're sitting there 24 hours a day. And that's all they do is send out these emails to con people. Mostly, send us money or send us your bank account number. You never want to do that. They'll clean your bank account out. Or your credit card or your debit card or what have you. And more, I got one from James Comey, the former head of the FBI. That broke me up too. And I used to stop this, and it stopped for about 6 months. I sent him a reply, and I used to have the address, and I don't anymore, the email address. I said, your email has been forwarded to the FBI cyber terrorist organization. And suddenly those emails stop because one of the functions of the FBI, they investigate these spam emails for trying to con people across international borders. These people are not only in Africa, they're in Russia and India and Vietnam and Indonesia and the Philippines. Oh yeah, to get back to the 60 Minutes story, they tracked this guy down, went to his apartment. It was like a beat-up apartment building. And there were chickens and goats in the street outside. And they banged on the door, and a neighbor came out. Oh, he is not here. He'll be back in an hour. So they waited. This was CBS. They waited for the guy to come back. And he admitted on camera, oh, yes, this is what I do. I get money from people off the internet by putting out these scam emails that you have won or you have received or it's been deposited in your account, millions upon millions of dollars. The biggest one I've gotten was $1.2 billion and put into a secret checking account for me. And I went, wow, where do I go? You know, so, and I will say this, the ratty one has fallen for this scam or a variant in the past. She sent money off to places who told her that's another variant. You've won money in the Canadian lottery. The Canadian lottery doesn't do this. And to get your winnings, you have to send us an administrative fee. And she sent it off, even though after Kathy told her it's a scam, and I told her it's a scam, and I gave her the official post office flyer. They have like ways to avoid scams on the internet. One of them is the phony email scam, the phony lottery scam. And Kathy asked her, "Did you read it?" "Yeah, I read it, but I'm still going to send them money because it might mean I get a lot of money." And there are sad people who have far more money than a ratty patty who have sent thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, their life savings to these criminals, and their money's gone forever. They go to the police, they find out they've been scammed, they're devastated. Some of them committed suicide from this. But I still had to laugh that there are numerous scams, email scams on the internet. I went like, "Oh, really? I had no idea." So this one made me laugh. I've gotten rid of it. I forwarded it to Jasmunda and Curtis and Justin and a few other people, but it's the funniest thing I've read in one of these scam emails, as if there's no scam internet. There's no emails that aren't scam, and we aren't scam, but everything else is scam. So buy into our scam before you buy into anybody else's scam, because we're not scam. That's a little convoluted, and it's not making grammatical sense, but I think you might get the idea. It just struck me as hilarious. And I don't think they understood what they were writing when they wrote it, but it's a classic thing that I guess I still have it in sent mail, can I think of it. We're not a scam email. We want you to give your personal information to us or to Citibank. Now, I'm tempted. I can't do it today. I'm busy. I can't do it tomorrow. I'm going to the eye doctor. And I was so sick last month, I didn't know it. And these damn things are causing part of my mental confusion because I can't see anything. I wondered why my rent hadn't been paid, and it turned out I never gave them a check. This is how messed up I was health-wise. And when you're sick, you're not thinking well. So I got to give them my rent check for this month. I normally give my landlord, the county, 3 months checks in advance. I don't have to screw with it, so I'm going to do that on Friday. But it just struck me as very, very funny. We are not. There are numerous scam emails on the internet. Funniest damn scam email I've read in a long time. Buried deep into the. And they have all this the other thing that got me, they have all this information. See, am I done yet? No. They have all this information for the FBI as if it's a deli or something. Open Saturday and Sunday, open Monday through Friday, with no hours listed. So that broke me up too. Like, we're open 8 to 5. No, they're open Saturday and Sunday for your convenience, and Monday through Friday. And I'm reading that, and I'm breaking up again. It's underneath the name and address of this deputy director, and the email, and FBI headquarters, Washington D.C., and a zip code. But we're open Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday. We never close. It's like Pinkerton, but with the FBI instead of Pinkerton. That broke me up too. Like, you couldn't list the hours that they're open. Maybe they're not open some hours. Maybe they take a lunch break. Who knows what the FBI does? Certainly, we out here are not allowed to know what they're doing unless somebody files a Freedom of Information Act request, and then we find out what the FBI is up to, like J. Edgar Hoover's memos about the Roswell crash. That is the #1 thing looked on the internet, supposedly. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Watch out for those scam emails. And, pick and choose if you decide to choose one. But remember that the guys sending it to the FBI, they're legit. Yeah, right. I got the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge to sell you if you believe that one. Have a great day and stay cool and safe out there. Bye-bye.